Hello and good evening. I hope everyone is doing wonderful tonight. We have a few things to talk about, and the first thing is Wendy Osefo is going to be tried with her husband as her co defendant. Now, at first, I thought this was what the judge wanted, but apparently, this is what her and his lawyers wanted. So, maybe they feel that if they can get the case thrown out, it would be better for them both to get it thrown out rather than just one. However, I we were not going to know anything until the 13th, which is their next court date. Hopefully, they will just take a plea and call it a day, or maybe they really didn't do it. Maybe somehow they didn't file three separate insurance claims. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they did. But the fact that they're going to be co-conspirators, that to me alludes to them having Wendy participating in the crime enough to where she can't put it all on Eddie and Eddie could take the fall for the family. In other news, we have Tamar versus Funky Dineva yet again. This story has gone on and on. And I would say I would never want to be friends with Tamar. Everybody that has been close with her, even on YouTube, the Scorpion Show don't mess with her no more. Ashley Miller don't mess with her no more. But I mean, it's Tamar, not Tamar. We got to start there. The fact that she's been acting like there's a Y in her name is the reason she acts like there's a Y in her actions when there isn't. When there isn't. But she has put out a statement through her lawyer. Hold on. And quote, oh, Lord, of course, they want to make it small right now. Quote, half this thing is an advertisement for that damn heartbreaking retrograde. Did anybody listen to that? I heard a couple people on TikTok say it was a good album. But I feel like when you cast Mendecees as your love interest, that got vaginas dry. Vaginas dry. I feel like I heard people say, "Oh, I was gonna let you know it." Never mind. Never mind. I can't. I can't get into it. But this summer, I poured my heart into Heartbreak Retrograde, a project that includes a six-song EP and a short film that nobody asked for. Seeing it reach number one on the iTunes R&B charts and top 20 overall has meant the world to me and my team. Your support has been incredible. That's why it's been especially painful to watch a hurtful and completely untrue rumor spread online this week, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co star. Let me be clear, this is a lie. That, I was about to say something shady, but I'm going to keep it classy. I'm going to keep it classy. Ooh, I'm finding it. I'm finding the class. It is sad that the moment you achieve something so meaningful, some people choose to respond with gossip and sensationalism. Now, Heifer, you were the one that started this. You were the one that went online and said, blood and teeth are everywhere, blood and teeth are in my hair. You were the one that had that dentist come on and say that you had had some type of incident with your mouth and your chompers were fucked up. You were the one that told us that, and you alluded in a very reality show social media fashion, you alluded that Funky Dineva had something to do with your injuries. You didn't say he punched me in the mouth. You implied that he was the last person you were around, and then that he left you in some type of distress. That's what you implied. However, because Funky ain't say nothing about your ass, because you ain't worth talking about. And because you're not worth talking about, you constantly have to pull these stunts. Since that album went on the charts and then left the charts, maybe this is your way to try to get people to listen to it again, to remind people about Heartbreak and Retrograde. Were you thinking about it? Because I sure as hell wasn't. Ooh, Tamar is needy. Damn, not needy. These rumors don't just touch me. They touch our families, our kids, and our loved ones. The people who never asked to be dragged into the nonsense. I had hoped by now we'd see better from those people who claim to report responsibly and love our people. As for me, I'm letting my lawyers take it from here. I'm staying focused on what I love, creating storytelling and making music and films that matter. If you haven't heard Heartbreak in Retrograde yet, I hope you'll give it a listen. Thank you again for lifting us so high up on the charts. Tamar E. Braxton. And the E is for ignorant. Wait, when did Tamar and Mendecees ever connect? What has Yandy said? She yell at us again. Funky paying for every content creator's light bill this December. And let me get my check. I mean, I'm sorry, when somebody comes out with top billing news like that, we're going to talk about it. I definitely feel that Tamar alluded that something that Funky had left her in distress, shall we say? Let's say left her in distress. Tamar is continuing to insinuate and imply that, and I would be tired of that too. When I didn't leave you in distress, I left you with your man, and I was trying now. But honestly, now hold up, wait a minute. Let's put some reality show thought in it. This is giving a scheme that Tamar set up to come to us with this EP. I feel I almost want to say is Funky in on it at this juncture because Tamar did that interview with the one that wouldn't shade dark skinned women. Um, she was on Love and Hip Hop, and that was her only plot line with Consequence. Um, I feel like she said, "Look, I'm gonna come on this interview. I'm going to again allude that you left me in distress. And then you clap back and talk about the Mendecees of it all, say you saw us kissing, and that way we can get people interested in our beef again, and I can talk about this album." Have we been duped, hoodwinked, bamboozled? Did this gossip land or was it planted, sowed like a seed to quench Tamar's greed? To be on top of the charts, to be musically relevant yet again. She always wanted to be Beyonce. Now, does Beyonce use people like Mendeecees as her love interest? Does she? Does she steal focus from herself by casting former felons? She does not. She does not. She knows how to hold focus. Is it really that bad out here? Um, I've been single for a moment. It ain't good. It ain't good. Wrong road, wrong road. I think it could be a scheme because the fact that she had this statement and how many times, let's count how many times she mentions Heartbreak Retrograde. So let's see. The first sentence she mentions it. Then she talks about the 6-song EP and short films. The second sentence, #1 on R&B charts. Third sentence, let's see. Then she closes out with, "This is an advertisement. I know a fucking commercial when I see one. This is a commercial. A commercial. I don't believe not one. Who wants Mendecees? Who wants Mendecees? The only women that want Mendecees want to get on Love and Hip Hop. It's the same women that'll give Scrap some snatch. Girl, and Yandy, I don't know what the hell she's doing. I'm sure she's happy somebody's taking Mendecees off her hands. They are both in on it. Can he kiss a woman and his teeth? How would Mindy? I think that's how he would. It would be like a. Just imagine those teeth just coming at your clitoris. Just. Mm, mm. Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. Beaver. He's giving a beaver tea. Beaver. I don't even want a beaver coat. I do not want a beaver man. Funky isn't in on it. Trust. Child, this could all be from Tamar's marketing budget for that damn EP. They pushing it like the pusher man push drugs. Heartbreak retrograde. Yeah, get some heartbreak retrograde. On heartbreak retrograde, 6 song EP. Did you see the short film? Mendecees. Ooh, I I feel like shit. Like, remember, this is the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta crew. I think this is a tie-in. Maybe Tamar wants to get on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She sure need a check if she's trying to push this album that much. And the Braxtons only get 6 episodes a season, so they ain't making no damn money over there. Andrew Caldwell. Oh, talk about waking the dead. The key word is common. Tamar set it up and used him. I don't know if this was all a setup. I mean, he did say, if you keep talking about me, I'm going to tell you business. I could see her and him kissing in front of him to give him something to tell. Because, now this ain't no diss, but let's take him out of it. Are you going to do anything that you want in private in front of a reporter? In this tell your business world, are you going to do something you don't want everybody to know about out at a club? You're going to do that if you don't care if people know, if you want people to know, if you need people to start listening to your album. So that's why you had his ass on there. So people will listen to the songs and try to decipher the lyrics and watch the video and see, is there really chemistry? Are they? Do we care about a Beaver and a Braxton? A Beaver and a Braxton that's not named Tony. Do we care? Infamy has found her since fame couldn't. If Carly ain't too old, she could be a Louis Gucci Prada or Louis Gucci Prada. We gonna pop these tags, pop these tags. Why can't some people be happy living a quiet life? Tamar is a talented woman. Why can't she focus on making music that we enjoy? And you don't like a leading man in your 40s. You are 48 worrying about a leading man. At 48, at that age, the only leading man in your video should be your man. You ain't nobody's actress. You act a fool. Well, no, that ain't acting. That ain't acting, baby. That's tapped to the bone. That's your aura. When has Mendecees been a catch? Oh, honey, I have an answer for you. He was a catch to the FBI. That's who Mendecees was a catch to. And that's when he was a catch. When he was a catch. to the FBI. I ain't shit, but neither is Mendecees. And at least I can, marry someone and they wouldn't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars of restitution. How tall is Mendecees? I met him and he is a frail 5'9". He's a frail 5'9". I was a frail 5'9". Like I don't see what like I saw him and I was not starstruck. I was like, oh, it's Mendecees. Let me get a picture. And because Love and Hip Hop was more popular. But I like you weren't you just like you look like any other regular guy from Harlem. He wasn't hideous, but I definitely not anybody I would go through effort for. That's a fun word, frail. That's what he gave. It was how like there are some like big, bulky, burly men. That wasn't him. It was a frailty. A frailty. Not a good 4'8". 5'9", he's actually shorter than that, taller than Todd. Well, child, Todd's up to my knee. Todd can't clear my nipple. So I think Mendici had cleared my nipple. I'd say that. So a 3 on a scale. On a scale, ooh, a scale of 1 to 10. Why do we have to put things on scale? We didn't ask how heavy this rumor was. He's 5'6". Really? I mean, from up here, I can't tell what's going on damn near a foot further down. Lord, 5'6". That's terrible. But I mean, if that's what Yandy wants for her life, who are me to judge? Who are me? Rayface drags Masika over hooking up after the death of his friend and her, well, late husband, because we can't call him an ex-husband because they didn't get divorced. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get some water. Why are they calling Rayface a rapper? Am I a rapper? Because I feel like that title is just given to black men whenever they make it on the blogs. But like, I don't see any discernible talent. I too can be somewhat musical without any discernible talent. And hell, I at least can say I have written a theme song and got hits out here. Bambi's Ray Face. Exactly. Not slow. Mendecees looks slow. Oh God, he doesn't look slow. He looks shifty. He looks seedy. The eyes are beady. But a poor poet. Is he a rapper or a poor poet? He looks sleepy. In other news, Meg Thee Stallion has won her defamation suit against Mills Graham. So now Mills is going to have to pay her. I'm going to have to watch my mouth. I am going to have to watch my mouth. These celebrities are starting to sue us. And I ain't got shit for you. I'm going to tell you right now. I ain't got shit for you. What does Mendecees do? Apparently, Tamar. Apparently, Tamar. And speaking of what does Mendecees do, somebody on TikTok, have y'all heard about the group of mature gentlemen called the Salt and Pepper Gang? Why am I on TikTok and I stumble across a lovely young lady saying that she realized those men are selling it. They they are selling their cholesterol cock after the meet and greet. Cause she's like, what the hell else are they doing? They just show up, walk through, and stand and present themselves. Who else does that? Hoes. And I realized, mm, what do they do? And the fact that you're free every weekend to be on tour from brunch to brunch all over the Southeast. Yeah, you selling it to somebody. You sell apparently, while we weren't looking, the price of dick had gone up. I mean, child, if Mendecees is out here getting it. Yep, because Jizzy needs college money. The only crew I knew of is Creep Squad. These young hoes doing it. Why not? They're only getting sued because they're spreading lies. That's true. That's true. I only talk about what's already out. Now, I may say I think your choice was poor, but it probably was. How much do you think they're selling it for? Anywhere from 100 to 500. I would say that 100 to 500, depending on which one and which day. A Birkin, child, I saw their outfits. They ain't making that much. They ain't making Birkin money. Paying is better than relationships at this point. $40 a plate. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bill. I mean, if somebody want to purchase it, let them have at it. Good luck. Good luck. I'm not going to pay for any high blood pressure hunching, but that's me. That's just me. Not going to cough up for some coot cock. But again, to each their own. Not my gay dollars. Not my gay dollars. $40. And for some of them that looked about their worth. A Walmart Birkin. Why is my face? Hold on. Okay, let me see if I can pull up Salt and Pepper Gang. And, and I'm gonna let y'all price them. I'm gonna let y'all price them. Okay, let me see if I can add this. Okay. I, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can add let's see. It's not letting me. It's not letting me add it, y'all. I don't know why. I'm on this iPad and I cannot figure it out. I know there's a way to, but we'll figure it out. But that's what we'll do next time. Next hot topics, I will have the Salt and Pepper Gang lined up, and y'all can tell me how much you think an evening with them would be worth. 100 to 500 for Grandpa Dick. Child, everything high these days. Everything high. Oh goodness. Okay, we've got Wendy. I think that was all that happened today. Is there anything else I forgot to cover? I think those were all. Did I see Carlos wash that black spray paint off of his head? No, I did not. No, I did not. But good for him. They need to be at least worth a good SSI check. Oh, well, that Danish thing. Oh, I never I heard about the Danish deception. And okay, we're gonna talk about Danish deception and turkey trot. So from what I now here's what I know about Danish deception. It was some black woman that got scammed by a white guy. I think that's what happened. And a lot of people were saying she was a pick me, and I think all of this took place in Europe. And I'm like, okay, we don't live over there, so we don't know how they roll. But let's talk about the turkey trot. So all over TikTok this weekend, there was a family that told this girl that was marrying into their family, we run a turkey trot every year, which is a 5K, which is 8 miles. I had thought a 5K was less than 8 miles. I was wrong. So this girl trains for like a month so that she's ready to run the 8 miles or the 6 mile, however many, too many for me. She gets there, she got on her t-shirt, a tutu, all decked out, and they tell her, we were just kidding. We don't run a turkey trot. And she's like in shock. And then she kind of starts to cry, but then she's like tries to play it off as she's crying for relief. When it's like, you have trained for a month to run 6 miles and y'all are fucking joking. And I'm trying to like join in and see, that's the first problem. I am marrying your child. I am not a part of your family. Now I'll tell you, me and him gonna split your shit up when you're dead. That's gonna happen. That's who just hi. I'm getting we gonna split your shit up. That's about where it is. I'm not trying to be one of y'all. If you wanted more children, you should go back in time and have some when you were fertile. Because it's too late for that bullshit now. Don't be trying to draft me. You ain't nobody's United States Army, and I served voluntarily. Okay? Girl, you should have told them people, oh, well, I'm glad that's your tradition. I won't be doing that because I like to enjoy my life. While y'all are out running and sweating, I will be at home not making myself useful. Not making myself useful. And if you have a problem with that, you think I'm marrying into some type of slavery or indentured servitude, you're out of your mind. How she ain't research. Stop trying. Well, no, these were all white people. These were all white people. This is white on white crime. These are all white people. Pranks are just another way of saying I'm an asshole. Maybe she should plot on them back. I wouldn't want to be bothered. And the way that some therapists also on TikTok broke down how no, this is completely eroded the trust y'all have in your relationship. And why would she ever want to be around that family again? All the women was telling her, girl, you need to run. And I have to ask myself, would I end an engagement over that? How large is the ring? How much does he make? How old are the parents? Are they close to death? I can put up with a lot from somebody in their 90s. But if they're going, are they in good health? Are they in good health? Because if you're going to be hanging about a bit, I don't know if I could put up with you. But if you're on your way out, then maybe all can be forgiven because I'm going to get you shit. I'll start picking out my jewelry now. Since you, let's laugh at that. Let's laugh at that. You know what? That's what I would do. I'm going to marry you and joke about your death for the rest of your life. Since you want to talk about what's so funny, what's so oh yeah, we gonna laugh. We gonna laugh. We gonna laugh all the way to the bank. Get some insurance out on your ass. See how funny that is. Call it off because I'm pawning. Her man was in on it too. Her man was in on it too. Let me check these comments. Interracial Risatisa, that's what the Danish deception was. An interracial Risatisa. And she went back for a minute. How did she not research? A collard green cook off. I would, if I'm gonna, like, I don't know if I would want that many greens. Greens smell. Like, I like collard greens as much as the next person, but greens smell. I don't want no collard green cook off. Lord, like a cloud of methane. I could do like, give me a meatloaf cook off, give me a barbecue cook off, a rib off, a brisket off, a pig off. I could do that. But the collard green cook off, oh Lord. And then where are the bathrooms? You got to have a lot of bathrooms for a collard green cook off. And I ain't talking porta potty, I'm talking about a house with a lot of bathrooms. Ooh, mm-mm. Did I see Caroline Levitt's Thanksgiving plate? Um, a mac and cheese cook-off. I could do that. Caroline, I don't. I want to say I think I know who that is. But I saw a vegan Thanksgiving on TikTok, and I've never seen white people look so sad. Like the mom was just like convincing herself that her family was happy, and I was like, those aren't happy people. The comment said the daughter, what was her name, Scout or something? Said, you know them. Uh, just like, why, lovely woman, why would you name her that? That's a dog's name. But somebody said she deserves the real Thanksgiving. Green smell. What are you cooking with them? Um, I think greens smell regardless of what you like. You could put a ham hock in there. I've had all kinds of greens from all different types of households, not just my mom's greens and my grandmom's greens or my aunt's greens, but I had friends' parents' greens, grandmama's greens, auntie's greens. Greens smell because the plant smells when you cook it. Turkey necks are good. I would have left. Restaurants are open. But yeah, that I would definitely say it would damage our relationship if I trained for a month for your prank. And I feel like the time to stop a prank like that is like, tell them, oh, we're just going to walk it. Like, you don't need to, train. We don't run that fast. Like, also, why are you I mean, I guess you do need to train to run 6 miles. I'm not running 6 miles on Thanksgiving. Who came up with that idea? Ooh, we're gonna find out who invented the turkey trot. Oh my, what? Well, I am very surprised. In New York, of all places, in 1896, this shit started. Now, I was born in 1882. So I remember, I'm like, when I was a kid, what nobody doing a damn turkey trot? I did not hear about a turkey trot until, oh Lord, it had to be the 2000s when it got popular again. I never heard about a turkey trot in the 90s or in the 80s when I was a kid. It wasn't, it was Ja Rule, wasn't it? If you vegan, you just gotta let this go. You're doing this vegan soul food paradox. Where's Bronx? Bronx is on the bed, enjoying himself thoroughly. Bronx is like Wendy's mother, enjoying my money. Lord. How do we feel about Wendy Othefto? I mean, this is your best season ever. I have never seen you more confident, more comfortable in yourself, more at ease on camera and with the ladies. Is it because you thought you had stolen $450,000 and gotten away with it with no effort? Is that it? Is that what gave you this newfound charisma that you possess? Is that what's going on? I just want to know. I want to, because you are killing it this season. You know when to laugh, you know when to shut them up. You're not letting anybody ruffle you. You're on your Stacy unflappable. But the government gonna flap that ass. I mean, taught me at the end of the episode talking about it's time to play detective. It was time for you to play investigator when you wanted to pull this scheme. You couldn't even watch no forensic files. I mean, this is why I'm telling y'all you need to be on TikTok. Let me show you something right now. Let me show you something. Okay, one, two, three, four, five. We're gonna see how many I have to scroll to get to a true crime video. Because they've been giving them to me all day. Six, seven, eight, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ha! It took 17 scrolls. 17 scrolls to get to a damn forensic files. 17 scrolls. It was less than 25 seconds, and you couldn't scroll and find some damn forensic files to pull this heist off, right, Wendy? Really, 3 degrees, and you don't know anything about doing some peer reviewed research. If you're going to pull this stunt, you couldn't get any peer reviewed research on how to pull it? Really, Heifer? Am I going to? Yes, we're going to talk about the Otheftos on Saturday. Wendy's mother is part of the problem. I would agree. I would agree. But I want to thank you all so much for joining me this evening. And I'm going to see y'all soon.